Hello, my name is Leo and welcome to another day of LSD, the Dream Emulator. Let's get cracking. Alright. I had some dreams last night. I made a small amount of notes as I could, and hopefully I'll be able to remember the rest. We'll see how we go. Like I said yesterday, I might completely have forgotten everything by the time this dream sequence is over. Oh, look, there's a UFO. What's up, guy? Just the one UFO? Isn't it usually a bunch of UFOs? That's cool, guy. I'm just gonna follow this guy for a while. Yeah, I think it's really important that we don't make progress with our exploration thing. Because if we do, we're gonna have nothing to do. So I'm just gonna find, distractions like this UFO guy. Yeah, excuse me. Jeez. In fact, hold on just a second. Okay, that's better. Ugh. Where'd the UFO go? Oh man. That's the UFO. Oh, where do you want to go? I don't know, what's close? I don't remember the natural world's map anymore. Aren't the flower thingies around here somewhere? Isn't this where the flower thingies spawn? Flower crystals? Yeah, that's the one. I believe it is, but they're not here right now. Is this the north side or the south side? I'd say it's the north side. It's unclear. Yeah, I'd say the green one's the north side, because I think we've seen it before. Oh, hello. Another UFO. Wait, are we in this? Oh, we're in the same. I think we're in the same spot. I think we just did a full cycle. Well, I'm gonna go north, whichever way north is. Is this north? Because I believe this is the north area. We might see the giant face mountain thing. Because I remember walking and the door to the. Oh, what was that? That's the giant face mountain thing. Oh, so it is. So you know what I just realized? Yeah, I always thought it was a face looking up, like the face of Mars. But no, it has a face on the front, but it's also got this weird body. Like, no, it's not a sphinx. It's got a weird fin. It's kind of creepy. Am I the only person that finds that really creepy? This texture kind of reminds me of the demon. Yeah. Weird. Back up a little bit. The trouble is the fog's gonna make it like disappear if I go back too far. Like it's already gone. Alright, let's just hug the wall, see what happens. You never know, there might be things in this world that aren't shown on the map. Didn't we find something? Did I? I thought I found something that wasn't on the map. I don't remember. I might have imagined that. Might have. Yeah, lions are nearby, right? Yeah, I think those are the lions right there. Let's go check out lions. They might be weird because of the texture. Hey, lions! What up, dog? I mean, cat? You know what I meant. What up, lion? Let's get a good look at his face. Oh, jeez! Oh, I died! Lion killed me! Wow, that's one way to end a dream. Well, shit. Yeah. I did. How many, when are we gonna get to the halfway point? The halfway point will be, it's 365, right? Yes. So that'll be 100, 150 be 300. Plus you need 33, I guess you could say. Would be breaking the halfway point. So that'll be 180, 183. You're at 118, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, boy. And that's only the halfway point. Yeah, I know. It's not even. Couldn't you just think about it in terms of months? Yeah, I'm just thinking about it in terms of days. I know you're right. Because it is, like, perfect year. You know, but shut up. Alright. Let's talk dreams. Oh, shouldn't I be in flashback mode? I don't know. I know Elftastic said that he's sick of looking at the loading screen, but I mean, there's not a lot I can do. I can't let the intro videos play because they'll get videos copyright claimed, which isn't a huge thing. I mean, I don't really care. It's just, it puts ads on them, and that's an inconvenience for you. So, you know, I'm doing you a favor. And the flashback thing is fine, but it's short and it ends like really quickly. But fuck, we'll do the flashback anyway. There you go. Alright, so my dream, I had a couple of dreams, and it was quite epic. Unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of it. It would actually be beneficial for me to, I'm just going to turn the TV, no, don't turn the TV off. Wait, what is that? That's nothing. Alright. See, I told you, this thing distracts me. Yeah, it does, it's true. It would be beneficial for me to not have the TV on at all, so I can actually close my eyes and try to remember the dream. In fact, I'd like to do that. How do I... Can I cancel the flashback? What you should just do is find, like, a cool image. Like... Not really that, but can I just pause? You can, there you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause this image. Okay. At least until I get to the next dream. Alright, that's fair enough. Just so I can turn off the TV and concentrate. Alright. So, I don't remember a lot about this first dream that I had, but I remember that I got some weird disease, like a lung disease, like a respiratory disease. And the culprit was this giant, spiny, flying sea creature thing. And I guess it like released spores or something. And I forget. Either I got stung by one of his spines or he released spores, and whatever the reason, I got like this weird cough, which actually was relevant because when I woke up this morning I had a cough. So that's probably why I had that dream. Yeah. Anyway. In another dream, oh wait, we gotta change the thing. Do we really have to just do it? Okay. Well, that music, by the way. Yeah, because I had the thing muted before. The music's awesome. Isn't this the happy time music? Not necessarily. Okay. Moving on. Right, so, yeah, later on I'm telling I'm in a big hall. I think we've seen this hall before in previous streams. It's just basically a gym, like a school gym, but with chairs set up, to turn it into like a hall, I guess. Anyway, I guess people are taking turns and telling some kind of a story, or giving a speech, or something, I don't know. But I remember it was my turn, and I was going to go in there and tell this story, and I had a costume of, like, this weird devil man, like, wing thing, and I was going to, like, change into it, and it was going to look real cool. That's all I remember about the dream. It was like this suit, and I was going to, like, wear the suit up to, like, my shoulders, I guess. And then have the rest of it, like, hidden under a backpack or something like that. And by the time I ran, I would, like, flip it like a hood on, over the rest of me, and these wings would come out and look really cool. But I don't know. Anyway. Alright, now, the next part, let's get to the next image, because the next dream is the coolest. If we can. That's that music again. So we're probably still in Kyoto. Well, we've had an awful lot of dreams in Kyoto, so that's probably what's going to happen. Anyway, so I'm riding on a bus. Presumably I'm riding on a bus to go home. Interesting thing that I'm actually going home to my parents' old house, which I used to ride a bus home from school, so that's probably where that comes from. Now, the thing about my parents' old house is if you can imagine, there's a main road that goes from, like, south to north, and then it goes, around other ways, but whatever. The bus usually goes down this route. However, my parents' house, from like the base of this main route road, you would go. It's not a huge detour. It's a very short detour, but you would like turn left, like going south to north. You turn left, go a little bit, then turn right. Go up a street that runs parallel to the main street, and then turn right again, and then that would get you back onto the main street again. I remember one time when I was a high school student. Was I a high school student or junior high school? Well, Australia there's only really 2 schools, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, I was on the younger side. But anyway, the bus driver was new and didn't quite know the route. So I told him that you should go down this street, which is probably, honestly, too small for a bus. And he dropped me off basically right in front of my house. It was fucking sick. Anyway, so this bus driver was doing the same thing. And he was passing through my house. I'm like, oh, hey, could you let me off here? And he's like, oh, yeah, the bus stop's just up here. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. He's going to stop me off at the bus stop, which is on the main thoroughfare, just after when this little detour joins back up with the main thoroughfare. So we're going up, we're going along, back onto the thoroughfare, and then he passes the bus stop. I'm like, hey, you passed the bus stop. He's like, yeah, we'll get on the next one. I'm like, what? That's fucking ages away. I can't walk that far. I mean, I didn't say that, but I'm just like, oh, I'm all like shy and pensive. And he misses like the next one again. He's like, oh, it's okay. We'll call a car to pick you up. I'm like, what? Really? Alright. So he's like on the radio calling to get someone to drive to like the next bus stop so that he can drop me off and they'd pick me up and take me home or something. I don't know. Weird. But as he's talking, he's like veering off, like the road after that last bus stop, the road sort of curves to the left, and then it starts curving different directions, but it curves off to the left, and he starts veering off the road. He's like going onto the dirt on the edge of the road, which is funny because it's a suburban area, so there's no dirt. It's just whatever. It's dreams. So yeah, starts veering off the dirt, and I'm like, oh, dude, you might want to be careful. And then he actually goes off the edge down into like a grassy area. I'm like, oh fuck, what are you doing, dude? And then he keeps going. Well, the car, like, the bus keeps driving. And it goes, like, it rolls over into like a little stream. And, like, now we're in water. And I'm like, oh, God. It, like, plunges it into, like, a river. And I'm like, okay, get my first instinct, get my seatbelt off. I wasn't wearing a seatbelt when I was trying to get off. Well, I was sitting at, like, the front seat. But I was wearing my seatbelt, because you don't gotta wear your seatbelt, do you? Yeah. Not really out of balls, but... Anyway. Get my seatbelt off. I get my bag. I'm like, oh, they're probably going to be like, you got to leave your bag. But I had my little laptop inside. I'm like, I'm not leaving that. I was contemplating taking the laptop out trying to take the backpack as well, and just like having the laptop and like trying to hold it above water. But I figured it might be safer in the backpack, even though that's completely not true. The backpack leaks like a sieve. But anyway. And then what happened? And then what happened? And then another image. Okay. Well, I think what the hell happened next? um, same music. Okay, I got it now. Alright. Alright, so the next thing that happened was, we got out of the bus. This is a continuation, because we got out of the bus, and then we were looking, like, we were all walking as a group, and we came across this facility. And this is some kind of secret research facility, or secret base, or something, I don't know, whatever. And this very attractive woman, leads us into this place and is showing us around. It takes us to what seems to just straight up be a super duper arcade system with like all these cool arcade machines. And I remember Alpha 888 was there because he's a bit of a Street Fighter guy. I don't know a lot about Street Fighter. All I know about Street Fighter is really what people tell me. So I'm like, oh, I see a cabinet, it's like World War. I'm like, hey, dude, there's got World War in here, which I think is Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter 2. I think so. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And he's like, looking at other stuff. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just play some fucking video games. It's fine. Then later, the very attractive woman led us into, like, some other kind of area. And so, hey, there's, like, an emergency or something. We gotta like put you into like this kind of shelter, like a fallout. It's not a fallout shelter, but it's like little protective case things. I'm like, oh, okay, what is this? So I'm thinking to myself, this is probably some kind of like weird research lab, and they're gonna do like all these experiments and shit on me, right? This is bad. We should get the hell out of here, guy. But everyone's like, yeah, we'll get in there. Because she's attractive, so, you know, teenage boys are going to do what an attractive woman tells them to do. You know, it's just how that works. I was the only one that was thinking critically here. But I forget if I get in there or not. But yeah, it was totally an experiment. And they were just gonna fucking, maybe, I think it was a two-party. It was, we stumbled across their secret laboratory and their secret research, and they had to take us out. They had to silence us so that we didn't tell the secrets. And two, well, they just got some free test subjects. Win-win. Well, for them. Lose-lose for us. Yes. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the dream. Or dreams. Alright, well, yeah. I'll go play this, and, we come back tomorrow. Ooh, am I going to have time tomorrow to record? I might. I might not. Who knows? But then, ooh, yeah, baby. So, I'm going to work tomorrow, but, which most people in Japan don't, because it's Golden Week next week. And, you know, Saturday, Sunday, people don't work, but I do have to work on Saturday. I technically have to work on Sunday too, but it's the normal Sunday where I only have to work like 2 hours in the morning. And I got the rest of the day off. So that is when my holiday starts. Of, what, 5 days? Wait a second, is it 5 days including the Sunday? No, it's 5 days not including. No, wait. Oh, fuck, it is 5 days including the Sunday. Is it? Yes. No, because Sunday was supposed to actually be a holiday. But then you decided to work the normal thing that you usually do on Sunday and get some extra pay. Oh, that's right. I did decide that. Oh, let's take extra pay. Fuck. But that is one of your 5 days holiday. Yeah. Well, whatever. At least I got some days off. Yeah. Right. So we'll be able to. It's a shame I don't have Saturday off, because then I'd be able to do a Saturday stream. Friday too. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But whatever. Instead, I got other days off. Where Elftastic probably won't be able to actually watch the nighttime streams. You never know. I mean, he doesn't show up until like, I know, he doesn't show up until like 1 a.m. Yeah. We'll see how we go. But we should be streaming this week, this weekend, anyway. I'll be streaming, the final, act of Metal Gear Solid 5. Sorry, Metal Gear Solid 4, jeez. You know the only reason I caught that? I wouldn't have corrected myself if it weren't for the fact that I'm so used to saying Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. If it weren't for that, I probably would have ignored the fact to just say Metal Gear Solid 5. No, we're going to play Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, the final act, finishing that shit, and then some Kiwami. Yep, Kiwami. And then Elftastic is going on a holiday, right, to Thailand. So you're probably going to be absent next week when I want to start streaming Yakuza 2. Quite frankly, we need to go through all the Yakuzas. I need to show them all of you. Like, if you're gonna, because you've shown, Elftastic showed interest in playing, or buying and playing Yakuza 6, but you really need to, like, play the other games first. I mean, you don't need to, but there's a bit more of a need than Zero. Like, Zero is fine. I mean, it's better if you played at least one before. Like, playing Kiwami and then Zero, I think, is a better experience than playing Zero and then 1. But that's just me. But, like, you don't really need... well, playing Yakuza 2 gives you some, like, cool Easter eggs, like Ryuji Goda, who's that boy with the backpack. Yeah, that sick-ass boy that, like, rumbles people for their, what are they called? The pants? Oh, who cares? Yakuza 3... I feel like Yakuza 3 has no relevance on Zero at all. Yeah. Yakuza 4... Yakuza 4 has a bit of relevance because it talks about Majima and goddammit, Seijima. Yeah, because Yakuza 4 had those flashbacks of Majima and Seijima, like their peaceful life when they used to live together at in Tokyo before things got fucked up. 5, I don't know. I don't think so. No, 5's just funny because, like, 5 Haruka's story in 5 is all about, you know, dancing and dance battles and shit. And then in, like, 0, it's like Majima and frickin' Kitty are doing that crap. Like, Haruka never knew. She never knew that, like, Kitty was secretly this fucking dancing god who hung out with Michael Jackson and Steven Spielberg. It's crazy. Also, he owned, like, the entirety of Kamurocho. Yeah, that's weird. What happened? There's no explanation whatsoever to what happened between 0 and Kiwami, or 0 and 1. What happened? Kitty owned, like, the entirety of the city. Whatever, anyway. But yeah, 6 is, like the first, I've finished the demo, and by finished the demo, I mean I walked through the entire city in first-person mode and looked at every single door, while wearing my VR headset, which was fun. And there's nothing more I could do in that demo. I'd have to buy the full game to continue. Well, you could do like the batting. I think you could do the batting cage, karaoke. I'm not sure what else you can do in that game, in the demo. You can do the eating. Yeah, that's true. And you can level up your character, but you can only level up stats. You can't actually level up you can actually buy skills, which is kind of annoying, but I've already made Kiryu quite strong. I'm not a fan of the fighting system in 6, I'll be honest with you. It's not... You know what I do like about 6? The physics. Because, like, you like, at the Senryu Avenue, which is, like, Showa Street, or Showa Avenue, which is the bottom, the very bottom street. There's, like, all those, well, you can go anywhere where there's a whole bunch of bikes, like, lined up, and you just run into them, and they just fly in weird directions. It's awesome. It's so cool. Great physics. I love that shit. Anyway. What was I saying? But yeah, like, the opening, well, what you see in the demo, at least, of Kiryu coming back to, because he goes to jail, and he comes back and meets the kids of the, Sunshine? Yeah, Sunshine Orphanage. No, it's not Sunshine Orphanage, it's the Morning Glory Orphanage. The one in Okinawa, with all the kids, and they've all grown up. And, I mean, having not played, Yakuza 3, I can assume, that, I mean, if you hadn't played Yakuza 3, I would assume that would be quite a, weird, like, it would be a nothing experience, because you don't know these kids. You don't know who any of them are. But it was heartfelt for me. No. Yeah, fine. I know, being a bit soppy. And also, the events of Yakuza 5 directly relate to that too. Yakuza 4, who knows how Yakuza 4 will, play. Yakuza 2 probably. Yakuza 1 and 2 probably don't have a lot to do with it, apart from characters. But I mean, Elftastic's seen Yakuza 1 now anyway. I doubt Yakuza 2 has anything to do with it, but yeah, Yakuza 3. So, you really need to wait until I can show you Yakuza 2, then Yakuza 3, then Yakuza 4, then Yakuza 5. And we can skip Dead Cells. We played through Dead Cells. We did, but it's still there. Actually, you know what? It is. I don't know if it's still on YouTube. I think the sound might have got muted or something. But I believe the VOD, I clipped the VOD, and it's still on my Twitch. I don't know if sound is muted on that too. Maybe it is. Because I played through the entirety of that game. Yeah, you did. It's true. It's not canon anyway. That's true. That's a good point. So I don't know what you'd like me to do after testing. I honestly would like to go through them with the mic and live with you, and we could experience the games together. Alternatively, though, I could just record them, or I could just stream them silent, and then save them to YouTube, and you can watch them later as a primer. Because almost all, I don't know if, wait, did 5 have it? I'm not sure if 5 had it, but Yakuza 2, 3, and 4 all had these really cool, like, clipped, shortened versions of the story of the previous games. And they were like the cutscenes of the games, and it was really cool. At least the demo of 6, it doesn't do that. It just has, like, just text and background images, and it doesn't really explain a lot of the story. Like, at all. Yeah, it's a lot less in depth than the Peace Walker recap of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which was just all text too, but it had more detail. Like, you could fully understand basically the premise of that game, whereas these is like, it's not even worth looking at almost. It's better to not even look at them, because they'll spoil shit, and actually play the games themselves. Or watch me play them. Yeah. So yeah, I think, as for me playing Yakuza 6, I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, I don't think. I saw Persona 5 on discount the other day. Still not gonna buy that either. I'll just continue doing what I've been doing with Kiwami. Continue. I've still got to go back to Yakuza 0, play that on legendary difficulty, and try to get the progress that I lost all those like weeks ago. And then anything else I need to do? I kind of want to do the hostesses of the original Yakuza one. Kind of. Yeah. That might be something I could do. And then maybe then I'll get Yakuza 6. Unless something else comes along. Something cheaper. Well, to be fair, by then, well, who knows? How many months is it till Yakuza 2? Well, we're just about to start May. So May, June, July, August, September. 5 months. I don't know if you can stretch doing extra shit in Kiwami 0 and even the original Yakuza 1 over 5 months. Yeah, I'll probably get 6 at some point. Basically, what I'm really doing is just waiting a little bit, and I'll get it as soon as it gets discounted. And boom! Because I'm a cheap bastard. Well, I have no money, so I have to be a cheap bastard. Fair enough. We should really finish this flashback. We don't really have to. No, we don't. Alright. Well, I think I've said my piece. I'm gonna go work later. It actually should be working now, but the person that was gonna come cancelled. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it, I'll just record some shit. And then I'll go to work later. I suppose there's someone sitting on the... You can actually go in the water. You can link with the water. Well, that's nice. Ah, I love this music. Those lips. Oh, them lips. Luscious lips. Oh wow, what is this? Hey look, it's Sumo, but it's the happy. It's not that happy, but it looks like the happy thing. This is getting very weird. Oh, there's Lion. Hey, Lion. Gow me, dude. Oh, he's not gonna gow me. Alright, well. Yep, so hopefully I'll be able to record tomorrow, unless, if not, I'll just be doing it Sunday. But for now, my name is Leo, and I'll see you next time.